Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Bimpe Akinlayo. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in United States, and I do videos on vlogs, relationship talks, marriage talks, lifestyle, motivational talks, and great and wonderful things of this life. A little bit of DIY and yes, I want to use this medium to let you guys know that I just officially opened a cooking channel, and I would love you guys to go check it out. Subscribe on my cooking channel if you have not, share it out if you have not, and I will appreciate that. Before we go into today's topic, okay, if today is your first time, you're highly welcome to my channel. I am so honored, I'm so blessed, I'm so happy to have you to be part of my family. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for always being supportive. Thank you for always being there. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the genuine support you have for me. I really do appreciate it. Without no further delay, let us get into today's topic. Okay, as we can tell by today's topic, it is titled random things, or random things, or random activities, or random, I would say random things we generation of today do in our relationships and marriage that we need to stop doing. We really need to stop doing it. Like, I've noticed it a lot. I've done my research and I see that this is really rampant in this generation, and it needs to be addressed, and we need to look into it. Okay, so first and foremost, marriage is between one person and another, and they become one. They didn't say marriage is between mommy, daddy, husband and wife, aunties, uncles and relatives. They said marriage is between one man and one woman, and they become one. So that is going to be taking me to my first point, which is our youth of today, especially our ladies. Most of the ladies of this generation, they always pray for their mother-in-law to die. They don't even want their mother-in-law to be alive to witness the marriage. They always pray for their mother-in-law to die before their fiancé gets married to them, before they get married into the particular family. Why will you be praying for the death of your mother-in-law? Don't you want to witness your own children's marriage? I mean, why will you have such a mentality? It is a very wrong assumption. It's a very wrong thinking. It's a very wrong act to do or to embark on. Why will you be praying? I mean, like, this thing is a serious matter. Especially, I've noticed it a lot. Even, I don't know about other African countries, but in Nigeria, it is really happening. Like, they literally turn it to a prayer point that let my mother-in-law die, let my mother-in-law die, let my mother-in-law die before I eventually get married. Let my mother-in-law, I don't even want to meet my mother-in-law. I want her to be dead. I want to see the burial ground where they already buried her. I don't want to have anything to do with my mother-in-law. Why will you be talking about that? Do you want another girl in the future to be praying that kind of prayer for you, that he or she wants you also dead when it's her own turn to get married? So don't be having that kind. Why will you, when everybody, even me, I'm praying that my mother-in-law should be alive and still be alive, which she's alive, very much alive and healthy, to be able to help me take care of my children, to be able to sit down with our grandkids and enjoy the joy of being a grandmother. So why will you be praying that kind of prayer? Like, on a serious note, we need to stop that. This matter needs to be addressed. Why will you be having that kind of mentality in your head, in your brain? Osigini, why will you be having that kind of idea in your brain? Why will you even have that kind of demonic bad thoughts in your brain to be praying such prayer? We need to change. It is not a good thing. That's one, by the way. Another one is, they'll be saying, is their the witches and wizards that is ruling them from their village, that did not make them to to succeed in life, or that did not make them to make their husband to have their time, or that did not make them have pregnant on time. There is no witches and wizards that is following anybody. In fact, this America that I am, we have a lot of witches and wizards. But it's just that they are witches and wizards. They are easy to do good things. So stop having an assumption that there's one witch somewhere. I know there are supernatural powers. They have people. But if you two did not put yourself out there in a limelight, no witches or wizards will have your time. So why not sit down and put your head down, it's always safe, and commit your life to God's hands. There's nothing prayer cannot do. So stop having that mentality of witchcraft, my witches and wizards, that they are following you from your village. Please and please and please, we need to stop having all those kind of mentality. Okay, we need to stop it. We need to really, really, really stop it. This matter needs to be addressed. Like, really, really needs to be addressed. So that will be taking me to my next point, and this one is going to be taking us to our men. So yeah, this point, the next one goes to our men. Like, they always say this thing: whatever you cannot accept, let me say it in Yoruba, nǹkan tó bá lè gbà má fi lọ́yàn. Whatever you can, please help me translate it to all our Yoruba speakers that can translate. All our translators, please translate it in English. Nǹkan tó bá lè gbà má fi lọ́yàn. What you cannot accept, don't do it unto other people. Right? That translation. Whatever you cannot accept, don't do it to another. This simply means, this goes to our men. Like, for example, yeah. And it is really, really common in this generation. Even our mommies and daddies that are old now, some of them are still doing that nonsense, and they need to stop. They really, really need to stop. Like, you and your hubby are maybe in a restaurant, or maybe a nice bar, a nice, nice, beautiful looking place, and you guys are together, maybe at a party or something, but in a nice location, yeah, and you guys are sitting down together, and all of a sudden, a lady just passed with utaka and attacker. What do I mean by utaka and attacker? The person has the front yard and the backyard, and your husband will just look lustfully with the eyes and their mouth opened, and you are sitting right beside your wife, and you are looking at another lady. You are looking at another lady lustfully. Why will you do that? Like, that is an act of disrespect, a act of disrespect on yourself and on your wife. Why can't you just look? Even if you're admiring, just look, come out your eyes. Don't even look, go, just discipline yourself, because your spouse is there. Give your wife that respect. How will you feel if one nice guy, six-pack, beer gang, with lovely shaved eyebrow, with some nice swim shorts and all of that, just pass, and his John Thomas is well packaged underneath the shorts? You understand what I mean? All my ladies, you know what I'm talking about, right? And it's properly packed there, and your husband is there, or your fiancé or your boyfriend, you guys are together, and you are looking at the dude lustfully right in the presence of your husband. How will you feel, guys? So please, you guys, you men need to stop doing that. Give your wives that respect. Stop looking at other ladies lustfully in the presence of your significant other. It is very, very disrespectful. So can you guys please just stop doing it? Yes, stop doing it. So the next point I have here is reporting your spouse to your family. For example, maybe your wife did something, and you went to report your wife to your own mom. Do you know that even if you are forgiving your wife and you guys have settled it, your mother will still be looking at your wife with that eyes? She will still be thinking about it. So do us that favor. If you and your spouse are having issue, don't report your spouse to your parents. Report your spouse. If it's something you have to report your spouse to their parents. To your wife, if it's your wife that is doing something that is wrong, report to her mother, report to her father, report to her family, not your own family, because they will know how to scold their child and not look at their child with a bad eyes. I'm not saying That's don't get me wrong, but you guys don't get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so please and please, this is very, very important. If spouse are having issues, don't report your significant other to your own parents, because in the long run they will still be looking at her with that eyes. It takes only the grace of God, though. They will still be looking at her with that eye. So kindly report her to her own immediate family, her mom, her dad. You know, if her mom scold her, she'll know it's her mom, and they will settle it and everything will be fine, and that will be it. There's not that they will be coming back and going back to that matter. But if it's your mom will still be referring to hey, she bought no lo she fọkàn yẹn. Kò ṣe máa ṣe. Even if you and your wife have settled the matter, your mom might not forget. She will still have it in her mind. So it is very, very important that you don't report your spouse to your family, please. And avoid third party. It is very, very important to avoid third party. If you and your spouse are having issue, maybe like a serious matter that needs an elderly intervention in it, or spiritual, even before, or spiritual intervention or whatsoever, before you guys can even say you are carrying your matter to go and meet one pastor, that matter must be a very serious something that needs an elderly or a spiritual guidance or something before you can carry your matter and be talking about your family out to a stranger. Or even if it needs an elderly person, why not call your immediate mother-in-law or father-in-law to help you guys? That's if it's warranted. If not, you guys should try as much as possible to you know, sort any kind of issues or any kind of differences you guys have together. It is very, very important. Àwọn àtẹ̀yìn wọn máa ń jà. The tongue and the teeth, they always fight, but they always come to a meeting point, and they sort out the fight, and they settle everything. So why not settle it between yourselves, and try as much as possible to avoid third party in your marriage, in your relationships. Thirdly, or did I say thirdly? I've lost numbers, but the next point is here. Don't ever try to settle fights. You know, we have this generation, we have some set of friends here. They always think they are the one that can settle fights. They are the one that know how to settle fight between couples. For example, if they are married couples and they are friends, maybe she's a single one among them, or maybe they are all married and they are a group of friends. There will always be one of them or two that always think they know all, they know everything, they can settle fights. Even if it's just an ordinary people, they always think they know how to settle fights and everything. Try as much as possible to avoid interfering or trying to settle fight between couples. Instead, or else they will use you as a punching bag. To what? They'll just tell you, you just hear the word say, who call you? Abara for your back. What concern you? Nobody call you the matter. By the time they finish the fight, it is you that they will be calling, or you'll be hearing, rolori buruku yen, rolo shin, idiot yen, o na fe wa da soro wa. That is what will happen, no? And don't ever try to try to settle fight for couples that are fighting, even though if it's physical fight. The only thing, or the least thing, or the most thing you can do is, if you see that it's getting too physical, and it's getting, out of hand, maybe you can try to take one person out of the fight. Maybe try with a cool voice, not harsh voice, with a cool voice, to calm the person. Maybe through water, say, mommy, one, let me get you water or something, calm down, enjoy. Then you can pull the other person out of the fight, just to let the peace reign for at least for some minutes or for some time being. So please, we need to stop doing that. Like I said, we need to stop praying for our in-laws, especially the females of our female generations. They'll be praying for their mother-in-law to die before they get married. You guys need to stop that mentality. You guys need to stop putting out such prayer, because one day you will grow up and you will want to see your own child get married too, and you don't want somebody else to be praying for your death. So it is very important. 2, husbands should please give their wives respect. Okay, they should give their wives respect and stop admiring another lady lustfully right in the presence of their wife, because you guys will not like it if your wife does same thing, because it's the same thing. It's just like seeing a dude with 6-pack and all those, all those jin. The beard, the eyebrow is properly carved, the lips, the pink lips, everything is intact, and she opened her mouth, dripping down right in your presence over another man. How would you feel? So you all need to stop it, okay? The next one is comparing. Oh, I haven't even said, I didn't make mention of that. Comparing your spouses. Please, you guys need to stop comparing your wife, stop comparing your husband. Some of our men, the only way they know how to appreciate. Some is just he struggled to buy you that flower, and he got that flower in his eyes. He has got you the best flower, the best of the best flower. Please, just accept it. Don't say, is this let me use this flower. Your husband bought you this flower and brought it home and say, my wife, I saw this beautiful flower vase. It is lovely. It smells nice. So I decided to buy it and bring it for my beautiful wife. As a good wife, please accept it. That man must have thought of so many things, even though it's not the best flower, even though you are not a flower person, but you saw this flower and like, my wife will like this thing. My wife will really I will love my wife to have this flower. He felt you deserve it. That's why he got you the flower. Why not appreciate it and say, Oko mi, my husband, I really appreciate this flower. Thank you for this. Even though you know in your heart of your heart that you are not happy with that flower I got for you, still appreciate it. Stop telling your husband, is this what your mates are buying? Your mates are buying Ferrari. They are buying Gucci. They are buying what's the latest of Fendi. They are buying Balenciaga. They are buying Kitunino. Which one is the latest? They are buying Fenton Building. They are buying everything for their wife. And look at what you buy. You went to go and buy me this outdated flower vase. My sister, do you know how painful you just stabbed that brother? That brother just went out of his way to get you this flower vase, and you just demoralized the man like that. My sister, don't do that, okay? Just appreciate your husband, and the best thing you can do for him is, Okomi, my husband, thank you very much, I really appreciate it and all of that, but next time, can you please, if you want to buy something for me, please don't buy this kind, maybe buy, don't say it in a mean way. Say it in a sweet way, in a sweet way, in a cool voice, in a cool tone, and it will cool. You will say it in a cool tone, and it will be like, okay, that's next time, my dear, don't worry, I will buy this one for you. Okay, so don't demoralize the man. Even do you know that some ladies gift for themselves? They gift themselves. They go to the store, buy a nice, don't mind this, my old I know it is old, it's one of my collections. It's a very, very, do you see this 9 West? This 9 West is older than my son. This 9 West is probably, if this 9 West is not 8 years old, you can see it's original leather. Let me for example, we are going to use this purse as an example. Some ladies will go to the store and buy themselves a nice designer purse or nice designer bag, and they will come and show you to their friends that, look at what my husband got me this bag, this 9 West purse, this 9 West this Gucci bag, this YSL purse, and look at it, it's so beautiful and it's very, very expensive. That wife knows what she's doing by covering up for her husband. Some women does that. They buy stuff for themselves and tell their girlfriends or their female friends that their husband gifted them, and not lie, or not them gift themselves. So it is very important to cover up your messes, cover up your, where you you and your spouses are lacking, both of you need to work hand in hand and cover the lapses for each other. Don't let outsiders see the lapses you guys have. Okay, it's very, very important. So stop comparing your wife, stop comparing your husband to others. Your wife is your wife, your husband is your husband. Okay, we are two different people. Do you know what the other people that you are comparing your husband or your wife with, do you know what they are going through in the closet or in their own house, in the closed door, behind cameras? Do you know what they are going through? They are not going to tell you. So just focus on your marriage, focus on your spouse, and where both of you are lacking, come together and cover those loopholes, amend them, and just let it stay and let it go and enjoy your marriage and enjoy in peace. You understand? So that being said, another point just struck to my mind now. We have some couples and people that also do this, whereby they have issue. Maybe before leaving their house, maybe they are going to a party and they have issue, and all of a sudden the wife just sit down at the party. The wife will just sit down like this, husband too will sit down like this. People will now be looking that Mr. and Mrs. Lagbaja, what happened? Do you need people to be interfering in your matter? For the sake of that public event, why don't you guys just laugh and enjoy the party together? When you get into your car, when you get in the house, you guys can now sit down and pour out your mind. But for the time being, comport yourself. You don't have to bring out your issues out in the public. If you guys are having any issues, let it stay in the house. When you are outside, you guys need to come together and don't let nobody see the lapses or you guys are having issues. You don't need to wash or spread your dirty linen outside. Okay, don't wash your dirty linen outside. Don't spread it outside. Cover it up. When you get inside, both of you can now sit and say, both of you can now get to the house and sit down and scatter everything and talk everything and settle everything and amend everything. But for the meantime, if you guys are outside, you guys should laugh. Let that laugh, even though it's just for fake that laugh. Both of you should laugh that laugh, so people will not know that something is going on. It's very, very important, my sister, my brother. It is very, very important. Okay, that being said, that is going to bring me to the end of today's video. Like I said, I hope you must have learned one or two things. And to our generations that fall under this category, please, you need to stop doing it. It is not good. It is not a good thinking. It is not what did I say? It's not a good attitude to behold or to be seen with. It is not good at all. Those random attitudes are bad. Those random ideas are not healthy for relationship, for marriage, even for your personal life, like general day-to-day living. It is not a good thing. You don't want nobody to be praying for you to die. Kilo day, koletonye. So please, guys, I know you enjoy if you were with me from the beginning up to this very moment and you're still with me. I know you are just too much. I know the love for me, the love you have for me is supernatural, like it's genuine, it is organic. I really, really appreciate you staying tuned up to this very moment. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Leave a comment below if there are other random things you know and you notice, or random attitude that are happening in this generation of today. Please leave it in the comment section. Let us learn, because this life, we are all learning. We all have so many things to learn and we won't stop learning. Okay, so like I said, give this video a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe if you haven't, and please turn on the post notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. All right, guys, I will see you in my next video. I remain your beautiful baby girl, Bimpe Akinlayo. And before I go, don't forget to check out my new channel that I just opened. It's a cooking channel. It's going to be officially for cooking, like maybe like the way I had my okra soup and all of that. Everything is going to be going on that channel from henceforth. All my cookings will be on that channel. It's going to be strictly for cooking. Okay, all right. and I really appreciate your support. I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye.